What is a cold joint in robotic soldering? Imagine building a robot and noticing that some parts just don't work right, even though they look fine. Sometimes the problem is hidden in the solder joints. Today, we're talking about cold joints in robotic soldering and why they matter so much. When you solder electronic components onto a circuit board, you want a solid, shiny connection. A cold joint happens when the solder hasn't melted properly or didn't bond well with the metal surfaces. This creates a weak link that can cause electrical signals to fail or become unreliable. In robotics projects, this can mean sensors stop working or motors behave unpredictably. Cold joints often look dull, grainy, or cracked instead of smooth and shiny. They might feel rough to the touch or have a rough appearance under a magnifier. Sometimes they cause high electrical resistance, which can lead to signal loss or intermittent connections. Using a multimeter, you might see inconsistent readings or high resistance across the joint. Most cold joints happen because the soldering iron wasn't hot enough or wasn't applied long enough. If the iron temperature is too low, the solder won't melt fully. Also, if the surface is dirty or oxidized, the solder won't stick properly. Contaminants like oil, dirt, or oxidation on the component leads or the circuit board pads prevent proper bonding. Moving the soldering iron too soon or not using enough flux can also cause cold joints. Fixing a cold joint is straightforward. Reheat the joint with a properly heated soldering iron, usually around 350 degrees Celsius for leaded solder. Add fresh solder and flux to improve the bond. Keep the iron steady and let the solder melt completely, then let it cool naturally without moving it. This helps create a strong, shiny connection. Preventing cold joints is about good technique. Always use the right temperature for your solder type. Clean the surfaces before soldering to remove dirt or oxidation. Use enough flux to promote good flow. Hold the soldering iron steady and give the solder enough time to melt and bond fully. Practicing these steps helps you build reliable connections that last. In building and prototyping robotics, mastering proper soldering techniques is essential. Cold joints can cause frustrating failures and unreliable performance. Taking the time to do it right means your robot will work smoothly and dependably in real-world situations. Remember, good soldering isn't just about making a connection. It's about making a connection that lasts.